Trading is a risk-reward game. You need to risk a certain amount or percent of your capital to get rewarded by a different amount. But I'm sorry to tell you that you won't always win. Yes, people who claim they have a 100% win rate are probably not telling the truth. So we have to limit our losses and risk, for example, only 1% of our capital. And for calculating our position size, there are calculators where we can put in our numbers and let it calculate for us. But this way you can transpose numbers and it can take a moment to double check it. All in all, these calculators are not very handy. So why don't build a TradingView indicator that does this calculation for us? And that's exactly what I did. So let me present to you this indicator after the intro. Let's go. To add the indicator to the chart, you just need to search for Trade Helper. If you click on the star, you can save it as a favorite to find it faster next time. When you apply it to the chart, you will get asked to set the entry price. To set it, you just need to click on the chart to place the line. If you have the magnet mode on, the line will also snap into the nearest open high low close price. So for example, I want to select the entry price at the close of the last candle. After the price is set, the indicator asks you to set the entry time. For this, we will select the previous candle. And we are done. The indicator calculates automatically the stop loss and position size. And it also displays us all the prices at the labels. You may ask yourself, why didn't we need to select stop loss price? And for that, we will now have a look at the settings of the indicator. To open the settings, you can either double click on the table or open it by clicking on the gear next to the indicator. The first option is an input field called Market. Here we can specify the market to which we have applied the indicator. This just adds a cell to the table with the text we write into the input field. We will see later why this can be useful. The next section is the entry section. These values are the inputs that we have set when we applied it to the chart. You can change the values here again, but you can also do it by selecting the indicator and then move the lines as you want. And now comes the stop loss section. Here we can apply the stop loss type. At the moment there are three options. The default is ATR. This takes the ATR value of the entry candle that we have already selected and multiplies it by this value. If the direction is long, the indicator will subtract this value from the entry price, and if the direction is short, it will add it to it. You can also go to the Styles tab and activate the plots for the ATR stop loss. These values are calculated by every candle close price. If you don't want to use an ATR stop loss, you can select a highest high lowest low stop loss. For this option, you can change the loopback length for the highest high and lowest low. And you can also draw it to the chart at the Styles tab. The last option is a custom stop loss. The indicator will then take the price at the input field custom stop loss price. But you can also change the price the same as the entry price by dragging and dropping to the price you like to. For this stop loss type, you don't need to select the direction long or short. The direction is automatically detected. If the stop loss is below the entry price, it's a long position, otherwise it's a short position. For the take profit, you can select a risk-reward ratio. A value of 2 means that the take profit is twice as far away than the stop loss. Write a comment if you would like to have another option to set the take profit target. And don't forget to tell me your opinion about this indicator. The last section is the broker section. Here you can select your balance value and currency. contract size is the value that the position size is divided by. In Forex, one lot has 100,000 contracts. Dependent on the market, Forex, crypto or stocks, and your broker, you can change this value. The last input is the risk in percent, so a value of 1 means that if you have a balance of 10,000 euro and you lose your trade, you will only lose 100 euro. As a tip, you can save your default settings by clicking on the bottom left drop-down menu and select Save as Default. And now let's have a look at the table. As we already saw, if we have a market defined, this will show at the first line of the table. If we now want to trade, for example, BTC USD, we can go to this chart. If we have the autoscale activated, the chart will look like this, because the lines of the Euro USD trade needs to be also in the view. But we don't want to remove the indicator with our defined settings, so we just hide this one and apply it to the chart again. We will then be asked again for an entry price and time. Now we can customize our settings and also set the market to BTC USD. We can now track both of these trades. We just need to change the market and hide one indicator and show the other. The second row shows the position size in the base currency, independent by the currency that you have selected at the broker option. Your balance in your selected currency will get converted into the base currency, and by that the position size will be calculated. We already know what the contract value stands for. This is just the position size divided by the size of one contract. The status can either be open, that's the case when the stop loss and take profit have not been reached. It can be pending if the entry time is in front of the current time, or it's win if the take profit was reached, or loss if the stop loss was reached. The change row shows the change from the entry price to the current price in percent. And the profit row shows the calculated profit of the trade by every tick. If you are backtesting strategies manually, you can also use this indicator. You can just select the entry and the stop loss and let the trade run out. In the table, you will easily see the results of the trade. These can be put, for example, into an Excel spreadsheet. I hope you like this indicator. Do you think there's something missing? Let me know in the comments. Then I can add it later. Also, the code of the script is open source, so you can modify it by your needs. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my next TradingView indicator or strategy reviews. I wish you a wonderful year 2022 and happy trading!